Matt, we'll get started.
All right, really exciting day for the Illini. Exciting day for our staff. I'm really thankful to our staff, specifically Coach Kirkland, Coach Malone, for all their work they did with this class. And obviously through the offseason we did to sign an incredible class. We're really thankful for that, and they worked really, really hard to do that. Start with Brandy Beasley, point guard out of Tennessee. Had several coaches in Tennessee compare her to Crystal Dangerfield. Crystal's the number 3 kid in the country and the top point guard in the country. And a couple of coaches said, I'm not sure Brandy's not better or certainly as good, and outplayed her in the state championship game. Brandy is an explosive point guard who can get to the rim. She's about as good a passing point guard as I've seen at the high school level, and can do it all. And she can get to the rim, is good at pull up, and just really outstanding player. She can guard, she can defend anybody, and she is strong and athletic. I'm not sure that we've signed a guard in our time that I'm as excited about as Brandy. She's got so much potential where her game could go. Next, I want to talk about Allie Andrews. Allie played for the Midwest Elite, which is a Nike AU team. Coach G has run that program for a long time. And today, in a voicemail from him, he said, I put Allie in a class with Gabby Ortiz, was the captain of the USA team this last summer, and Jewel Lloyd played for him as well. And he said, I would put Allie in the class with those two. And those are two of the best players in the world. So a pretty good compliment from Coach G. Her high school coach loved her. Everybody loves Allie, just a hard worker, a driven kid. To see, we started watching her when she was in 8th and 9th grade, and to see her progress and how much better she got each and every year. She's come to camp and been around us and just spent a lot of time. And I'm not sure there's much more kids that are more driven than Allie Andrews, and just does the right things, does all the small things to help your team get better, and really talented. And she was listed as the number 1 forward in the state of Illinois. Courtney Jones, and both her and Courtney committed to us early in their junior year. Courtney scored 42 points in a high school game. Really deep threat from the 3, and extremely talented. The summer between her sophomore and junior year, the all Iowa TAC team, her AU team might have been the best team in the country, and most of them were older players. So her and one other player were younger on that team. And Allie played and had a lot of games in double figures on that team that just about won Nike Nationals. Unfortunately, Allie hurt her knee throughout her year as a junior, and so last summer did not play. But she is extremely talented, big guard who can really shoot it, great feel for the game, and as good a shooter as there is in high school basketball. And then lastly, Sarah Overcash, our first recruit from Maryland. Really excited to add her as well. We saw her play this spring in an AU tournament, plays on a really good high school team, really good AU team. And saw her play and invited her to visit campus, and she came and fell in love with it as soon as she came on campus. And 6'2" forward who can run and real physical. We added great size in this class with the 2 6'2" players, a 5'11" guard, and a 5'8" point guard who is extremely athletic. So obviously it's something we're excited about with the class. I feel like it's a class a little bit like our freshman class this year that may not be rated in the top 10 in the country, but the 3 freshmen we have right now certainly are going to show that they should have been ranked a little bit higher than they were, and I think this class will do that as well. So we're thrilled and really thankful for these players coming. I wish I could coach them right now, and just excited to get them here. And again, thankful to my staff. They did a great job with these players and are a large part responsible for getting a really great class. So at this time, I'll open up to questions, and then I can talk about this weekend's games as well.
You got DC, Memphis, Iowa, Illinois on the list. That if you just gave those names out, a lot of people wouldn't know which school recruited them. Think about just kind of the wide reach that you have.
Yeah, we really, I think the Big Ten Network has really helped us. One thing we've sold a lot is they watch us on beat last year, beat Ohio State on national TV, beat Minnesota by 26 on national TV, had some really good games on national TV for these recruits to watch, and I think that certainly helped us. I think the Big Ten now, with Maryland coming in, Rutgers coming in, 2 really good programs, women's basketball. I think it's helped us be able to recruit out east, and Coach Malone is from Tennessee, so has some ties there, and so we're trying to reach and just go after the very best players, and this is a really talented class from a wide range of areas.
Signing for today, you done?
No, we're not done. We're not done. We're certainly hoping for some more. We'd love to add a couple of more to this class. Certainly been recruiting a couple more kids, and 1 or 2 will sign late. We are in on some great foreign kids as well. So, but we're hoping to add at least another 2 to this class, and we'll see where things go.
we'll have, I guess, 4 scholarships open for 2016. Are you gonna
Yeah, and then
say
we only
some
have
of
one
those?
junior right now, so if we don't use all the 4 scholarships, we'll move that to the junior. We're in on some great juniors as well, and right now we won't know how many scholarships we have for that class until this class is completely done. But we're really excited about the 2017 class as well, and I think we've now been here for 4 years, and that makes a huge difference as far as building relationships. Most of these kids we started recruiting in 8th and 9th grade, or started building a relationship when they were really young. So that's made a difference in helping us, and I think it'll make a difference in the 2017 class as well. Yeah, and that's one of the things I've said is we just got to continue to add good classes. And you certainly, if you look at our sophomore class right now with Kennedy, redshirting Kennedy and Shatrice and Brooke, awfully talented sophomore class. Our freshman class, the 3 that are playing for us right now, Sierra had 17 points in our exhibition game. Jalen had 13 points, and Alex led us in rebounding and blocks. So those 3 freshmen are really talented. Now, as we add another class, I think our depth is going to really take a step, and I think we'll be in a position to kind of be where we hoped when we took over this program.
Seems like you got through the distractions and managed to pull in a recruiting class that obviously wasn't bemused by anything.
Yeah, really thankful through this. I know one of the recruits, her dad, when kind of the stories came out and the things, what do you think? And you want to reopen? And no, Dad, I love Coach Bollant. I love this staff. That's where I want to go. And we're thankful to these guys that believing in us, trusting in us, and they've been great through this whole recruiting process. They've been really solid, and we're really thankful for that.
Brandy did take at least one visit after she committed to you. Was there any ever doubt that she wouldn't end up here?
Yeah, I mean, I always felt like she's going to come here, but she came here, committed on the visit, and then went back home. My gosh, was that a little bit fast? Really hadn't visited anywhere else. Decided to take one more official visit, and then right after the official visit, recommitted to us. So I think she felt like sometimes kids make, and it's a big decision, and I think she felt like, did I make that too fast coming on this instant emotional time when they come to campus? And then went home and I think she felt like she wanted to come here, but just wanted to make sure and go compare it to a place. I think she had been to Vanderbilt or been some other places, but not on an official visit. So she took another official visit to compare it.
One difference between getting out-of-state recruits and in-state recruits is that the University of Illinois General Fund gets more money. I doubt that anybody suggested to you that should be a strategy, but it helps.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We're happy to help school any way we can. Any other questions about this class? Well, then I'll move on. We do play Friday night against Chicago State, and excited to get off. And we played great in our exhibition game. I know in watching the film, I felt better about that film than any exhibition game that I've watched with us being here. And obviously now the lights are on and it's real, so we're ready to go. Chicago State's in-state school. Anytime you play an in-state, Illinois is kind of the Super Bowl. We expect them to play extremely well and be really excited to play. And then Sunday we have Ohio coming. Made the NCAA tournament last year, won the MAC, returned most of that team. Probably is a team they're thinking about winning games in the NCAA tournament this year with all they have returning. So 2 good games this weekend. We're excited to be at Parkland. We had great atmosphere in our first game, and hoping the community to come out and support us and, again, have great atmosphere this weekend. But we're really excited to kick off the year, and our players are excited to play against somebody else like they were on Saturday. I thought the energy level and the level of play, we made 13 threes in that game and easily could have made 17, 18. So excited about our team and what we had hoped for as far as their shooting and passing, and certainly having Shatrice in the middle is really exciting, and we can't wait to get started.
Does playing Ohio the second game of the season give you maybe an early idea if all the good things you saw in the exhibition will carry over? Yeah,
I think it's certainly motivating for our players. I mean, they know they're playing against a team that's going to play in the NCAA tournament realistically, and probably a team that has a chance to, if everything goes right, to maybe be a top 25 team. So certainly that's been motivating for our players, and they're excited. I think that's good for our program too, to add somebody that like them that's really challenging, and to do it early to kind of see where we're at. Certainly that's one of the advantages of playing somebody good early, to learn what things you need to get better at. And Ohio certainly is going to show us some things, but we'll be excited for a great opponent on Sunday. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Good luck.